Hey there everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and yet again I'm doing another video that nobody asked for, but I thought it would be an interesting little thing to do before I do my full-on sealed collection. My sealed collection has been slowly growing over the past few years. I used to open every single thing that I got, and then starting in 2020 around the COVID times, I slowly started putting some stuff to the side, just things that I liked, or once I opened it up enough of my fill of a certain product, I just kept it to the side. But I'm gonna go through some products, and these are just the ones that have the most return over time. Some of the better ones, obviously, they're older, they're gonna have better return just over time, but essentially what I'm going off of is what I bought them for based on the price that they're currently selling for on eBay. So, I mean, you can look up like average market prices and everything. I just went on eBay, found a quick average of a bunch of recent sellings. If there was a bunch of recent sellings, I'll probably show some like screenshots or something of that, but we'll just get right into the product. Hopefully this will be a slightly shorter one. I used to do this for all of my sealed product every single month and like have graphs and be tracking everything and ebbs and flows, just because I thought it was interesting and it was an excuse to like get in Excel and have some fun. But when you start getting a ton of sealed product, it becomes overwhelming to maintain. And there's a lot of apps out there that do everything automatically for you. I know the collector app isn't like the most accurate, but it does its job. TCG Player, of course, monitors a lot of stuff too. Then there's plenty of other sites that do it, but figured I'd just pick out a few products that I was like, oh, these have increased quite a bit in percentage. And if you don't remember how to get a change in percentage, you take that original price, you take the new price, subtract it from the original price, divide it by the original price, and then if you want an actual percentage, you can multiply it by 100, or just leave it as a decimal if you know in your head that's a percentage. So we're starting out, I know it's cheesy, we are gonna start out with a Yu-Gi-Oh product, and this is a mini box from Ghosts from the Past. This isn't anything wild. I think a lot of people will keep the full-on display boxes of this sealed, which is 5 of these, which I think is pretty cool, but I like to buy one display box, open everything except for one. And surprisingly, the Ghost from the Past does better than the Maximum Golds. So there's Maximum Gold, and then there's Maximum Gold El Dorado, there's Ghost from the Past, and there's Ghost from the Past, The Second Haunting. I just like these sets because they had like some cool rarity reprints, and that's why I got this one. I paid $15 for it, now it's worth $30, so that's an easy 100% return. Once again, I'm not going to be selling any of this. I'm not telling you guys like, oh, this isn't financial advice. You should, invest in these products. I just thought it was an interesting like thought experiment to go through these different products. So next up, not surprisingly, we have the King Evolving Skies from Sword and Shield. I mean, these booster boxes, I know everybody's been talking about them, so it's pretty easy to know the price of these. But it's still kind of cool to see. I purchased this originally for $125. This was one of the ones that I got a case and I split with my dad. Now it's going for around $360. And yeah, it's not a bad return. I'm not going to get rid of this. This is the only Evolving Skies booster box that I had. I've opened up a ton of Evolving Skies, definitely pulled some alternate arts. Obviously no Umbreon VMAX or anything like the Rayquaza or anything super high rarity, but I pulled the Sylveon and the Glaceon, which is not bad. But really great set. I feel bad for, a lot of people are sitting on cases of this, which, I envy, but I feel bad for the people that they want to open Evolving Skies, because it is a great set and there's some cool cards, but they're having to pay the price that they are now. So best bet is just look in those miscellaneous products. I know a lot of people are going crazy over those Costco ones. Next, we are continuing on the Evolving Skies train. And of course, this was actually probably the biggest surprise to me, because I thought, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes, I actually went through and did all of my sealed products. So when I do my my full-on sealed collection update video, I will have I'm like peering over the container, but when I do the box, I'll have all the information kind of already gathered. And all the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, like you can either get them for the same price or like slightly more, like they're slowly increasing in price. This one just blew all of them out of the water. By far the best Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box if you got it at the original MSRP. There are 2 variants of this. I only have one. Kind of regret not getting both, so I missed out on the Chilling Rain variants and the Evolving Skies variants. All the other ones only had one variant. For example, Scarlet and Violet Base has 2 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box variants, but Paldea Evolved only has 1, so that's cool. And then Obsidian Flame will only have 1 as well, as far as I'm concerned. But let me know which one you like. Do you like the Espeon one better, or do you like the Umbreon one? I wanted the Umbreon one, but I think I just ordered one, and this is the one that they randomly sent me from Pokemon Center, which, I mean, I think they did a good split of which evolutions were on which boxes, and I kind of like it. All right, so this next one, I didn't actually pay for this, but I know the original price that I was getting a bunch of these for, but it is the bonus pack or the double pack blister that came out with Darkness Ablaze, and I know it's anecdotal, but I will stand by, and anyone that was around this time in 2020 when these sets were coming out, original Sword and Shield sets, if you bought these at Targets and Walmarts, they had the craziest pull rates. A lot of them came with Sword and Shield base, some of them came with Rebel Clash, all of them came with Darkness Ablaze, and they were selling for $3.99. And they were just sitting on shelves. And then some people made some videos on them, of course, and then you go to any store and you can't find them anywhere. Unless you go to like some back road places, you might still find a few. But had the best pull rates ever out of these. I actually have a lot of videos of me opening these. I went back and watched some of the videos and thought it was kind of funny. Because, you know, it was like 3 years ago of myself doing openings. But really good deal. I mean, the percentage increase in this is pretty ridiculous because I only got it for $4. Well, I technically got it for free, so you could divide by 0 and go to infinity. But, you know, in reality, $4, and now I think it sells for like $10, $15, which is a pretty good return. But it's like one of those things you just don't think about. I mean, a lot of people nowadays will get just bulk of anything and hope that it goes up. But yeah. And then the final one, it feels kind of like cheating, but I guess it's my best like impulse buy, but it is a Hidden Fates Charizard GX tin. I don't have a Hidden Fates master set, so there was a part of me that wanted to just open this because there's always a chance at the Charizard. But I mean, a lot of the Hidden Fates singles have kind of come down in price, except for the Charizard, obviously. But it's just an awesome tin, and the story behind it, I randomly went into a GameStop. I can't remember what I was at. Maybe I was like pre-ordering a video game, or I don't know why I was there. Maybe I was just getting my free pack for the month. But it was in March of 2021. I walked in, and there was one tin on the shelf, like just randomly on the shelf, like no other Pokemon product. It was like with other like figures and maybe some Magic stuff, Magic the Gathering cards. And it was just sitting there, and I was like, hey, does someone have this reserved, or like what's the deal with this tin being here? And they were like, no, it's for sale. And they were like selling it for a weird price. It was like $23 or $22.99 or something like that. And these usually, when they originally came out, they were $19.99. But I had my $5 off for that month, so I ended up getting this for $17.99. So a little extra bump in percentage there, because now they go for about $70. A lot of people still trying to sell that GX promo card for, you know, PSA graded and all that stuff. But I mean, there's so many out there. It's kind of like the Champions Path one and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to go through a few sealed products. Let me know what sealed product you have, if you have any, if you can even contain yourself like that, if it's gone up in price. I actually have probably like 5 or 6 sealed product that have actually gone down. I bought them kind of in haste at like an MSRP or whatever, and then they're actually going less than MSRP now. So I do have a few that are negative, but majority of mine are in that 50 to 100% range of price increase. But I mean, when you just hold on to stuff, it's going to slowly appreciate. I mean, inflation and all that stuff, and just stuff going out of print. But you also have to have that demand as well, which is why Evolving Skies is just wild. I would actually laugh so hard if they did another reprint. And what's crazy enough is even if they did another reprint, like it would probably maybe make it plateau for a little bit, but I don't know if we could ever bring it back down to like the $100 per booster box. I mean, with the price that it's going for now, it's, yeah. But yeah, let me know what you thought. I know this is kind of like a weird video, but I thought it'd be interesting, and I'm excited to do a full-on sealed collection. And then Paldea Evolved is coming out very soon, so look forward to videos on those. Hopefully I can get a few products before the official release date. I know a bunch of people have done opening videos already, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Once again, let me know what you thought down below. Thanks so much for stopping by for a little bit, and I'll catch you on the next one.